When was the last time you said yes and immediately felt a deep no in your gut? When was the last time you hid your truth, smiled when you wanted to scream, agreed when you wanted to walk away, posted something online, not because it felt true, but because you wanted approval? If that's you, you're not weak, you're not broken. You're just one of millions trapped in the silent prison of people-pleasing. We're taught from a young age that the goal in life is to be liked. Be agreeable, be nice, be polite, don't make noise, don't challenge, don't stand out. And slowly, one compromise at a time, we trade our authenticity for acceptance. And here's the worst part: the more we please others, the more we betray ourselves. You post something you don't believe, laugh at a joke that insults your values, stay in a relationship you've outgrown, work a job that crushes your soul, all so no one gets uncomfortable. But guess who does get uncomfortable? You. That pain in your chest when your voice is silenced, that emptiness after yet another fake smile, that quiet anxiety from chasing perfection. That's not weakness, that's not oversensitivity, that's your soul protesting, and it will keep protesting until you finally listen. Swami Vivekananda saw this epidemic coming long before social media, long before likes ever existed. He didn't say, make everyone like you. He said, you cannot believe in God until you believe in yourself. And here's the truth: believing in yourself and pleasing everyone are enemies. Because the moment you choose to live your truth, someone will disapprove. And that's okay. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be true. You are not here to blend in. You are here to awaken. This video is not just motivation. It is a wake-up call. We're going to expose the trap of people-pleasing. We're going to destroy the lies that keep you stuck and rebuild you from the inside out with clarity, power, and unapologetic truth inspired by the fearless teachings of Swami Vivekananda. So if you're tired of shrinking, if you're tired of being everything for everyone except for yourself, if you want to reclaim your voice, your power, your life, then this is your moment. Because the world doesn't need another agreeable robot. The world needs you, fully alive, fully awake, and fully true. What's the big deal? I'm just being nice, I'm keeping the peace. But here's the brutal truth: people-pleasing is not kindness, it's self-abandonment dressed as virtue. And the cost? It's massive. Every time you say yes when your heart screams no, you make a tiny cut in your self-respect. Every time you smile just to stay likable, you silence your truth just a little more. And over time, that voice within you, the one that says, I matter, I feel, I believe, it starts to go silent. That's not peace, that's decay. Swami Vivekananda warned us against this. He said, the greatest sin is to think that you are weak. And nothing weakens your spirit faster than constantly seeking validation. When you live for others' opinions, you hand them the keys to your self-worth. They like you, you feel good. They criticize you, you collapse. You become a puppet, your strings pulled by applause, approval, fear. And while you might look calm on the outside, inside, you're drowning. You overthink every word, you rehearse every reply, you shrink your dreams to fit their comfort, you lower your standards so they feel superior. And eventually, you forget who you are. Let me say this with love and with fire. If you don't stand for your truth, you'll end up living someone else's lie. And what's the result? You become anxious, burnt out, bitter, not because others hurt you, but because you never told them who you really were. This is not harmless. This is soul-level damage. And this is exactly what Swami Vivekananda meant when he said, fear is death, fear is sin, fear is hell, fear is unrighteousness. People-pleasing is rooted in fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. And fear kills. It kills dreams, it kills clarity, it kills confidence. And most tragically, it kills the real you. You think you're being good, but goodness without truth is just performance. You think you're being spiritual, but spirituality without self-respect is just weakness pretending to be peace. Swamiji did not teach us to be agreeable sheep. He called us to be lions. He said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. He didn't say, arise unless they disapprove. Awake, but don't offend anyone. Speak your truth as long as it makes them comfortable. No, he told us to roar with our truth, because only then does your life have power. By now you understand the cost of people-pleasing. It doesn't make you kind, it makes you invisible. It doesn't create peace, it creates inner war. But why? Why is it so hard to stop? Because we've been fed lies. Lies that sound like wisdom, lies that even society rewards. And today, I'm going to expose 5 of the biggest lies keeping you stuck, and destroy each one with the truth of Swami Vivekananda. Lie number 1. If I make everyone happy, they'll like me more. Truth. They may like you, but they won't respect you. Swami Vivekananda said, self-respect is the foundation of all virtue. The moment you give up your truth to gain someone's approval, you lose the only thing that matters, your own respect. They may applaud, they may smile, but deep down, they won't trust you, because people respect those who stand their ground. Stand in your truth, even if it shakes the room, even if they don't clap, especially then. Lie number 2, saying no is selfish. Truth. Saying no is sacred. You are not here to be everyone's emotional caretaker. You are not here to bleed your energy just to feel useful. Swamiji taught, we are responsible for what we are, and whatever we wish ourselves to be, we have the power to make ourselves. That means you're responsible for protecting your energy, your time, your peace. No isn't rejection, it's a declaration that your boundaries matter. Lie number 3, if I speak my truth, I'll lose people. Truth. If your truth drives someone away, they were never really with you to begin with. Vivekananda didn't soften his words, he didn't dilute his message to be liked. He stood tall, wearing orange robes, reciting Sanskrit, on foreign soil, while people mocked him. He said, truth does not pay homage to any society, ancient or modern. Society has to pay homage to truth or die. If someone leaves because you were honest, they did you a favor. They made space for real connection. Lie number 4, I'll be loved more if I never cause problems. Truth. Playing small doesn't make you lovable, it makes you forgettable. People don't remember those who stayed silent. They remember those who had the courage to rise. Swami Vivekananda said, be not afraid of anything, you will do marvelous work. It is fearlessness that brings heaven, even in a moment. Don't wait to be perfect, don't wait to be pleasing. Be real, be fierce, be honest. That's the kind of presence that transforms the world. Lie number 5, if I'm rejected, it means I'm not enough. Truth. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth, it's just misalignment. Swamiji faced rejection. He was questioned, criticized, laughed at, but he didn't collapse. Because his confidence didn't come from the crowd, it came from within. He knew, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. You are not here to fit in. You are here to stand out. And rejection? Sometimes it's the universe whispering, this is not your tribe. Keep walking. The sooner you stop believing these lies, the faster you reclaim your life. The world may want a watered-down version of you, but your soul doesn't. And if you keep listening to the noise, you will never hear the whisper that says, this is who I really am. So now you see it. People-pleasing is a slow death, a daily surrender of your soul in exchange for temporary approval. But once you break free, once you stop needing permission, stop shrinking your truth, stop apologizing for your existence, you feel something sacred. You feel freedom. Not the freedom to do whatever you want, but the freedom to live exactly as you are. And Swami Vivekananda showed us this path, not with theory, with how he lived. He didn't just speak truth, he became truth. He didn't ask, will they approve? He moved with command. He didn't try to fit in. He rose above, and so can you. Shift number 1, from will they like me, to is this true for me? The greatest prison is caring too much about what they think. The greatest power? Aligning with what you think. Every decision, every post, every conversation, pause and ask, is this true for me? Is this my voice or my conditioning? Is this what I want or what they expect? That one question can change everything. Swami Vivekananda said, the only religion that ought to be taught is the religion of fearlessness. Truth is your religion, not image, not applause. Truth. Shift number 2, from let me not offend to let me live boldly. Let's be honest, people will get offended, no matter what you do. You stay quiet, they say you lack courage. You speak up, they say you're too much. You say no, they call you selfish. You say yes, they call you weak. So why keep twisting? You are not here to be edited. Vivekananda stood in Western cities, wearing orange robes, quoting Vedanta, unapologetically Indian, unapologetically bold. He said, "Let men and women of all nations dance to the music of truth and spirituality, and let them wake up from their deep slumber of ignorance." He didn't tiptoe. He didn't try to blend in. He thundered, "So must you." Shift 3. From "I must earn love" to "I already am love." This is the deepest wound. Most people-pleasing doesn't come from fear. It comes from a belief that I'm not enough. So you hustle, you perform, you sacrifice your truth to feel worthy. But the real truth? You are already whole, already worthy, already divine. Swamiji said, "The moment I have realized God sitting in the temple of every human body, the moment I stand in reverence before every human being and see God in him, that moment I am free." You don't need to earn love. You need to remember that you are love. This is what emotional freedom looks like. You speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. You walk your path, even if it's lonely at first. You own your boundaries, even if it triggers others. You live your mission, even if no one claps. And guess what? That kind of truth attracts the right people, repels the wrong ones, and makes space for soul-level connection. You don't need everyone. You need you. Fully awakened, fully aligned, fully unshakable. You've made it here. You've walked through the fire, you've faced the lies, and it's time for the final step. Living it, leading with it, becoming unshakable. Because the pressure to conform, it won't disappear overnight. There will be days you feel the pull, to soften your voice, to shrink your power, to go back to being what they wanted. But now you know too much. Now you've seen what that life really costs. So when that pull returns, you'll be ready. Because from this day forward, you won't live for approval. You'll live from alignment. And that right there is what Swami Vivekananda embodied. He didn't seek fame. He didn't beg for applause. He didn't live to be agreeable. He lived to awaken. He walked barefoot across India, not for ego, but for service. He stood on global stages, not to be liked, but to be heard. His power didn't come from strategy, it came from spiritual clarity. He said, "They alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive." So if you want to walk this path, you must anchor in something deeper than their applause. You must anchor in purpose. Final pillars to stay unshakable. 1. Build inner integrity. Make yourself one promise: I will not betray myself for applause. Start small. Keep your word. Even when no one's watching. Say no when you mean no. Say yes only when it's aligned. Every time you act from truth, you build self-respect, and that becomes your fortress. 2. Surround yourself with truth-tellers. You cannot walk this path alone. You need people who challenge your mask, not people who clap for your performance. Build a circle, even if it's just one person, who values truth over image. Someone who doesn't need you to shrink. Someone who sees you fully. That is sacred. 3. Live with the end in mind. Fast forward to the final day of your life. Will you be proud that you pleased everyone? Or will you wish you had spoken your truth more? Live bigger, love deeper, stood taller. Swamiji didn't die safe. He didn't die rich. He didn't die polished. He died awakened. And he awakened others. You are not here to coast. You are here to burn bright. One last truth. People may forget what you say. They may mock your choices. They may reject your truth. But they will never forget the energy of someone who lives from the soul. So the next time you feel the urge to please, pause. And remember, you are not for everyone. You were never meant to be. You are here for the few who are ready. Ready to wake up. Ready to rise. Ready to follow a voice that sounds like their own, but braver. And maybe, just maybe, that voice is you. Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. Let your one idea be this: I will live as truth, not for approval, not for applause, but because this is what I was born to be. You are not here to please, you are here to awaken. Now go, and become unshakable.